I typically get to the hospital around 6 to 6:15. Typically, I will call into my team on the drive over here, hey, how's it going? Any major issue I need to be aware of? And because my role not only as a bedside clinician, clinical doctor, I have, as a director, I have to kind of know any big issue I'm going to be walking into. During the COVID-19, we redeployed all the critical care team to the COVID ICUs. We went from 3 dedicated COVID ICU to 1. And now our regular cases of surgeries, heart surgeries, and other are coming back. So we're bringing back the team. Today is the first day of the critical care team coming back. So now we're in the recovery mode. Morning. Good morning, good morning.
I am so proud of you.
Okay, back home.
So proud of you.
We have 5 ICUs, and one of them ICU is still dedicated to COVID patients, but the 4 ICUs trying to get back to our surgeries or other patients. We're still very sick. And what I feel is that a lot of patients have not come to the hospital, even though they're sick, because they were afraid. And I would tell them, don't be afraid. We have systems in place. We have people in place. We'll take care of you, no matter what the disease is.
He's still complaining of feeling fullness, so he doesn't want the tooth.
What will be the new normal, we'll find out. But I think everybody's happy that we at least have started our journey towards normal. It's going to be a little bit of a readjustment for everybody, but that's the good thing. Everybody's coming back home. So I think it'll be a busy day. We do have quite a few surgical cases. We got to get patients transferred out, examine them, take care of them, get them out, get room for other cases. Let the games begin.
2013 chemo and XRT and a bone.
Handoff are the most important part in ICU. So I've gotten the handoff for my team. The nurses are getting their handoff. And we have to do, because in these critically ill patients, everything counts, and every subtle information is very important. So I've got heart transplant and lung transplant patient recovering very well. Remarkable that you're getting, and somebody's getting a new life, and somebody's life is ending. So that's the dichotomy of critical care. This is our patients who hasn't really recovered. His lungs are kind of failing despite everything. Family will be visiting for the first time, and that's very important for families to be there. So we're going to try to support, we're going to try to answer quite a bit of the question which families and everybody wants to get them through. Okay, all right, great. We have a game plan? We are a one team. We love working with each other. We are like an extended family. So there used to be a lot of hugging, a lot of shaking, a lot of high-fiving before COVID. Clearly, that instinct has to be now tempered. We are not doing that. I have full faith in my team that they are stepping up. As you see, they're all excited. We're coming back. COVID is testing us, but I think we'll prevail. That's our job, and we train, all of us train for it. Nurses, physical therapists, respiratory therapists. I encourage everybody to reach out so they don't feel isolated. Our job is to offer that moral, psychological support, to reassure them, even though we're short, don't worry, get yourself better, and we'll get through. It's all about team. To get better for his leg and everything. So what I would tell you is that once that was done, let's recirculate with Dr. Jukim later in the afternoon. These are the people who take care of the sickest of the sick. They are the unsung heroes. They are the ones who are saving the most precious of life. This is not glamorous. This is real, true care, which counts with heart and soul. And these are very dedicated people. Okay, please keep them comfortable. All right, thank you guys. Okay, all right, thank you. Lena, how are you doing?
Good morning, Dr. Masud.
How's
How
our
are you
ECMO
doing?
doing?
You got a crew.
Yeah, this is a crew, yeah.
Oh, we're doing good. We have two ECMO here. We have a bed 19. This is the postpartum lady. We extubated her yesterday on ECMO.
Oh, fabulous. This is the second one. Am I
This
correct?
is the
Second
second
postpartum.
Yep,
This is the one from West.
Yes. This is
And but the other one was from Willowbrook. This is from our West campus.
Yep, the other one that we sent out the ICU. I think she's probably
So,
out right now.
can we figure out a way to have her see the baby?
We'll try.
Can we-
Daddy, you think so?
Can we figure out a way, because I really would like her to see her baby. That's so important.
Yes, we talked about that this morning. I will speak to the virtual ICU coordinators and we'll see, because I know the baby also has a camera, so I don't know if there's a way to link it, but we'll figure it out.
Okay, and if not camera, then we have iPads.
Yes.
We have iPads. So where is the baby, at home or at West?
West.
West. It's in very good. So it's so important for her to see the baby. I think that will help her motivate it. So, and if you run into problem, let me know. But I really would like if you can do it today, because she's inextubated.
Yeah, I
If you know, that's, for a new mom, that'll be good. This is our second one. You know that.
This is our second.
This is the second.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, it is. When we
And
extubated
we will-
her, it's a big deal yesterday. Yes,
And
And
that's
she's
how-
a little confused, like you say, all
But
the postpartum issues.
they
and
have
stuff like
they have
that.
some of these patients. There is a higher incidence of encephalopathy in COVID patients. We have seen that, so that's okay. But I'm telling you, she sees her baby. That'll get it. All right, let me talk to Dr.
All
K.
right, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So ward 11 was our surgical ICU, and it became the second COVID ICU, and we had almost pretty much all the unit, and now finally we have every COVID patient out of neuro ICU. That's a milestone to took place yesterday. So this was a very different unit. It was like more combat zone, just Sloan Medical ICU. So these are some of the tools that we had. Nurse can walk in, a physician, therapist. You can walk in like this. Just kind of demonstrate you. You walk in over here, they zip you up, give you hand cleaner, wash, put gloves on, and you can take care of patient. Hey Yusuf, how are you, man? Doing okay? Good. Happy to be back to routine service? We're getting another email about a patient from outside who is requesting to come to our hospital. It's COVID in shock, so our CBC is getting this information. I'm going through that to make a decision whether we should, is this patient appropriate to come to us? And I'm reading all this information. Hi, Mia, this is Dr. Masud. So the patient has mycoplasma pneumonia and they're thinking COVID. Am I correct? Because that's what I saw, very detailed report. I think you can have them do an ECMO evaluation. The way it would be, because I have them call CVICU attending, and they can do the ECMO evaluation. Okay, and then it'll be probably Dr. Zaidi or Dr. Udin, and then they can do the evaluation and then make a decision whether that patient is appropriate to transfer or not. Okay? Thank you. All right. Hi, Emily. How are you guys doing? The virtual ICU is an integral part of our care delivery that has allowed us to do tremendous work in the COVID unit.
Our launch date was the 16th of March. So we started with the neuro ICU and we were covering 24 beds, but then, it coincided with COVID. So we had to rapidly ramp up because we had to open up the second and the third COVID units pretty quickly. So these risk scores elevate the patient to the top of the list, so then you can go and look in on those patients and triage your patients based on their trajectory.
So what is this red? Okay, is this red with this flashing?
Somebody is trying to call me.
Okay.
In neuro ICU. Hi Sunila, how can I help? I'm just looking at his vitals now, Sunila, and let me see. Is he on pressors at the moment? So I'm just looking to see what kind of drips this patient's running at the moment. And also the ventilator settings, because he is on a ventilator. So I'm going to go ahead and look at his vent settings.
So you can basically, you're there. You know, you may not be physically there, but you're really virtually there. So you can literally do a very detailed examination. I want to see that patient who was very sick first. This is a patient we talked earlier in the morning. Is a patient who was made DNR because his lungs were failing, and the family came, and I just had a conversation with them to kind of make them aware that how sick he is, and we may not be able to offer much more. So I think they're going to make him comfort measures only, and hopefully this will be a much more peaceful transition for the patient. So that's, and then again, our obligation to both the patient family, we want to support them. Our chaplain also is talking to them. We take it from there. Okay. Bye. Now only finally get to sit a little bit and catch up with all the emails and communication, and then there's a board meeting on quality board which I have to call in. The last 2-3 months have been pretty intense. I think me and my team member have been very blessed that we've had so many people reach out to us to thank her, you know, out of the blue, people you won't even expect. One of my across the street neighbor, her daughter Sydney, she wrote me this letter, and she made this mask for me, homemade mask, and that's pretty impressive. I mean, I was kind of blown away. She said, "Dear Dr. Masud, thank you for keeping us healthy. You are our hero. You are awesome, Sydney." So I think that touched my heart. The Houston community and everything has been very, very supportive. And this is very humbling, and we'll keep on fighting, you know. What this silver lining has done is it brought everybody together as a team. There's no more medical ICU or surgical ICU or cardiac ICU. We all became one team. We had a lot of people volunteering, and I think people learned and bonded with each other and volunteered so much that I think this could not have happened you know, if I had tried to force it or mandated it or made a policy or talked about it. It just happened. I think it made it one critical care team, not only in this campus, but across the system. Because we were transiting patients, we were developing policies together, we were learning together. I think that will carry us to any more challenges.